Hello, my gorgeous peopleini. My name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and these are your weekly horoscope tarot card readings, and they are going to be for the fire signs of the actual zodiacs, and which are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And these readings are going to be in between the 13th and the 20th of January 2022. So these readings, this weekly horoscope tarot card forecast is going to be for the fire signs of the zodiac, which are Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, and they are in between the 13th and the 20th of January 2022, and of course they are going to be individually time-stamped. So I am going to start with my gorgeous Aries, my gorgeous Aries. You know what? Because you need to pay attention to what is actually going to happen this week. There is some very important news that you're going to become aware of. That news is going to be so important to you. This is going to mean to you so much. It's not only going to open your eyes, but it's going to rejuvenate you like there is no tomorrow. I really like this news quite a lot because it's to do with you wanting to change your life. It's to do with you like kind of having enough with certain things. It's to do with you just feeling really negative. It's to do with you being through so much and just waiting for this particular moment in time. This is so important because it's going to give you an idea. It's going to show you the path. It's going to show you the direction. You know, this is to do with like the finances. This is to do with your life in general. This is to do with your internal healing. This is to do with you healing in general as well, after the time of like a pretty much so quite a very heavy negativity that affected your life. It affected your way of thinking, which is absolutely natural. So now what is going to happen? You're reaching an important stage. Karmically, you have been through a big mama. Karmically, you have been through so much, and now you are reaching this important stage of your life where you are most certainly going to become aware of this week. After that moment in time, you will be aware of. This is leading towards you opening your eyes, knowing what you didn't know before, but also using the experience that you've been through. Everything that you have been through is just going to be an absolutely remarkable, mind-blowing part. It's going to be playing a mind-blowing part with everything that you're going to be able to make sense of that you weren't able to make sense of before. So basically this week, an important realization, an important direction, and mind-blowing opportunity. This is to do with your own happiness. It's to do with your own optimism. It's to do with you feeling alive again. It's to do with you feeling excited again, but also paying attention to the actual particular direction in your life. This is going to bring you this is going to be beneficial for your financial situation, for your happiness, for your pleasure, for your internal healing, for your healing in general. This is going to start a process and the progress of healing in your life, and it happens after karmically you have been through quite a lot. So this in itself is going to bring you accomplishment. It's going to bring you like so you need to just see what kind of makes you feel really great, what makes you feel really good, and what is inspiring you. Don't worry, you can feel as low as you can, you can feel as down as you can. You know, the more down you feel, the more you negative you feel, the more you're uncertain you feel, the more you're going to be able to feel this vibration, baby. The more you're going to be able to recognize this specific part of yourself that you, or your life, that you should be paying attention to. Important, my gorgeous Aries, my lord. And I hope you understand me. I know you understand me because you're quite clever, but I'm just saying it's all about you doing the right thing. And also when it comes to like the greatest accomplishment later on, this is also gonna make you feel like kind of like you made an accomplishment almost immediately. Later on, you know, there is some kind of process that you're gonna start, a new stage, new option. It's gonna be only tiny little bambino, tiny little baby, tiny little thing, you see. But then again, at the same time, it's going to take an additional 10 to 11 months until this really explodes, and until you see an absolutely mind-blowing outcome out of this whole situation. This is going to give you so much warmth, you know, when it comes to life, but it's also going to give you lots of ideas that you need. The ideas are like spiritual food. You know, when you feel the right ideas, you know, when you know the direction, you know, you feel something within. This is what I'm talking about. This in itself is going to be a homecoming time, and it's going to reflect on you wanting to kind of like do things and make changes around your immediate environment. If you feel something, do it, because this is your subconscious mind kind of preparing you for an important moment. When you do this, when you're focusing on an immediate environment, you're creating this vibration that makes you feel really magnetic in return, and then that magnetic vibration brings so much inspiration that you will be able to recognize in your life through your own enthusiasm. You see, it's important. So now this is going to be a homecoming time, but it's also going to just like basically help you to put an end, you know, to the part of your life that brought so much negativity and so much darkness. You're just going to want to cover it up and say, bye, darling. You know, it's really, really good. This is the time when, you know, you are most certainly going to start moving on with your life, but it's also the power and the strength and the excitement and the inspiration. You know, it's to do with things that you love doing. It's to do with your own sacred gift, you know, taking it on the next level by following the little things in life that are making you feel happy, you know, because the little things in life that are making you feel happy that you followed up until this moment in time, they kept you going, you know, they kept you being who you are, and they kept you and made you stick to your own way of thinking when you needed it the most. So now this is also to do with like a little bit of like a karmic reward that you are going to have. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Aries, it's all about you, you know, a very big problem is coming to an end, you know, conclusion to an annoying problem is going to come to an end. You're going to be so happy, you're going to be so excited because this was draining so much. You will want to connect and reconnect with the people in your life, and the people who come to you first that you will want to celebrate something with, you know, just pay attention to them, to the people who come first in your mind. If you want to celebrate something with someone, an important part of your life moving on, pay attention to the first person or first people who come into your life, because they are going to have a sacred information for you. They will tell you something so important. Like, oh my God. So just remember this. And also, it's not only about the problem coming to an end, but it's about this inspiration. It's about you feeling very artistic and at the same time following your own intuition when it comes to that sacred gift. Sacred gift is going to be revealed to you, something very special about yourself that you should nourish, you know. And to some of you, it's going to be like a pretty much a confirmation. Very, very interesting week indeed. So now, my gorgeous Aries, I'm going to see what is going to be your oracle card for this week. Okay, so your oracle card, my gorgeous Aries, it's going to be emotional challenges. Resolve the issue. There is an emotional challenge that you are going to need to resolve. Any like kind of challenge, any confrontation, any negativity, your job is just to make sure that you are happy and that other person is happy. It doesn't matter actually to what this person thinks, you know. It doesn't matter what this person is thinking that you are thinking, as long as you have a smile on your face. I hope I make sense, but it's important not to leave a karmic footprint behind. So if there is some kind of like confrontational situation, or if someone is like kind of comes out to you and you don't like the way they speak or something like that, just try to understand that this is not even a challenge. This is only to prepare you and to make you know that very soon there is going to be an emotional challenge that you're going to need to resolve. Okay, this is something that I need you to pay attention to, because you like are going to resolve an emotional challenge. You know, what was really kind of making you feel so negative, and what was making you feel uncomfortable, and what was making you feel like what was slowing you down in terms of inspiration, you know. So you're going to resolve something so important, and that in itself is going to come from a pretty much so the third psychic eye, and it's really going to also, you know, show you the directions that you should be following, that you should be on, that are only going to inspire you and make you feel so much better. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Leones. My gorgeous Leos, this is in between the 13th and the 20th of January 2022, and this is important because now this week it's pretty much so marking a very important stage for you. Very important stage when it comes to the new beginning. Very important stage when it comes to the new start. Very important stage when it comes to the new opportunity that you've started already. There is something that you are starting, something that you are about to start, or something that you are starting to prior this particular moment. So this week it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing continuation of something very important that you have recently started, or you are about to start. Very fresh new beginning. But that in itself, it's going to make you feel alive. That in itself, it's going to give you the power. That in itself, it's going to increase your particular energy that needs to be increased in order to kind of like fight back with so many negative and dark forces at this moment in time. The way we fight back against the negative and dark forces at this moment in time, it's about using our intuition, okay? It's about following through with things that only make sense to us, okay? By using our intuition, but not doing those things that don't make sense, but not being pressurized towards certain things and certain aspects of your life that if we don't want to be pressurized towards, you know? It's all about you listening to your spirit, and it's all about you following your own spirit. This is something that you need to remember, my gorgeous Leonis, indeed. But what I want you to know, that this week in particular, it is marking an absolutely mind-blowing stage of your life. Let me just tell you this. This is the energy is going to be perfect. The balance is going to be absolutely perfect for you to just keep going. It's about you feeling yourself again, but it's also about feeling that progress, you know, that you haven't felt in a long time. I'm not saying that you didn't start new things. I'm not saying that you didn't kind of explore enough things. No, baby, no. But I'm just saying that this specific thing is just something that it's going to probably make the biggest impact on your life within the last 4 to 5 years. What was happening in your lives within the last 4 to 5 years? I'm not saying that you weren't successful or anything like that. No, baby, no. But the impact of this is going to change absolutely everything, because this is who you are. This is to do with your call. This is to do with your spiritual calling, and it's also to do with the fact that this is going to help you to make sense of things that don't make sense, you know. Even now there's so many aspects and things that you don't necessarily understand around you, but you know this is wrong, this is right, you know, but it's just so complex with what is going on. What is down is up, what is up is down. So you have to find this middle in between, and you're very good when it comes to that. So exactly, this is to do with your own spiritual reward. Let me just tell you how important it is to carry on what you've just recently started, you know, because this is going to make the biggest progress in your life. It doesn't even seem like that. It doesn't even seem so huge, so big, and so important, my gorgeous Leonis. But later on, you will see exactly what I mean, because by the time you get to the actual November 2022, this is going to be like a big mama moment. And this is when you're going to be able to pick all this beautiful, gorgeous fruit, you know, from everything that I have been talking about. You know, that is going to be the first point when you will be able to see the progress and the success and the accomplishment that you're actually going to make. So now in itself, also, like if some of you haven't started something new just yet, you know, it's also you can use this vibration to the best of its ability, you know, by catching up with this energy. And you can catch up this energy this week by really letting yourself go, by following your intuition, but also pay attention to the ideas, what's coming to you, what is making you feel like, oh yeah, baby, I want to try this. What did you want to start but you didn't start? What do you want to try but you didn't try? What do you want to begin but you didn't begin? You know, it's to do with a specific subject, you know, path of your life that you must really nicely place yourself on. It is important. So if you didn't realize what this is, if you didn't start anything new so far, then just pay attention this week and see what is calling you, because this is to do with your spiritual path. So it's to do with an important part of you that you want to express yourself with. You want to try, you want to begin. It's important, my God, because this is where your power is. Always, always, always keep going. Always, always, always keep doing things. Always keep changing things. Always keep adding things into your life. And always, never ignore those aspects that you want to inspect, those aspects that you want to try, because that in itself is going to change your life. But also, it's going to help you to come out of the nonsense and and darkness and a life that hasn't been moving on that much, by realizing that a specific part of your life is slowly going to come to an end, by making an important judgment. But this is, baby, this is to do with your development, it's to do with your personal promotion, it's to do with you taking your life on the next stage. You know when you're doing the right thing, so just go for it, just do it, follow your intuition, because this is going to be the start of your own rebirth, rejuvenation. But at the same time, it's who you are, how you like to express yourself, the way you enjoy doing this. It's like very important and sacred to you. No one understands how important this part of your life is to you. So most certainly it's time to keep going. And by the end of the week, yes, there is going to be a little bit of like problem that you're going to stumble upon, because this is going to be a little challenge, because something is just little rock is going to like kind of fall on your path, and it's going to like kind of make you wonder. And this is the rock's job, this is his job, to make you wonder, okay, to make your mind kind of even more be to put your mind in a certain stage where you find this situation challenging. And this is just a little situation that you're going to have the problem before the end of the week. In order to carry on with this in your life, there is a little problem that you will have, and it's going to seem like, oh no, you can't do this, or no baby, no baby, you just keep going and keep going and keep going. Because this in itself, it's also going to make you realize almost immediately there is a specific answer that it's going to come to you as well when it comes to this like kind of like a problem that you're going to stumble upon. So you're going to be absolutely fine. And when you're going to do this, it's like more important than ever, because you will be following your intuition. I don't even know how to say this. You must do things that only make sense to you. And by the end of the week, something really weird is going to happen. You're going to really become aware of the fact that how important it is to follow your intuition. Because you will see something and you will like, oh my God. So I don't know, something quite you're going to see, you're going to become aware of. But it's going to work out quite well for you, because it's only going to confirm things to you, for you, and it's going to, just help you to carry on following your intuition, really. So now, my gorgeous Leonis, your oracle card is energy signature. The past is in the present. This is very important, because it is just the moment. The moment you feel connection to the past, there is a problem that you're going to need to sort out, something unfinished, an unfinished business from the past. You need to pay attention to. It's very important. And this is very complex. When you see number 777 or 77 or 222 repeating, this is when this is your sign that very soon you will feel this moment of nostalgia, where you're going to feel a very strong connection with your past. So there is something very specific in your past that you still needs your attention. This is a very complex situation, but then again, it's going to create sacred divinity. You see here, which means that there are going to be two paths ahead as well. So by you fixing this issue, by you focusing on this, something unresolved in the past, it's going to connect you, help you to connect to this energy, to this vibration, and through that, it's going to remind you of how things used to be, and that in itself is going to confirm two paths ahead. It's going to be very interesting indeed. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my beautiful Sagittarini, my gorgeous Sagittarius. This reading is in between the actual 13th and the 20th of January 2022, and it is going to be quite important when it comes to you. Okay, so it's going to be a bit of a mysterious reading, and it's also going to be the reading where you need to understand that, this week it's pretty much so a lot is going to happen, a lot is going to unfold, a lot is going to manifest, but it's nothing to do with your life in particular, but it's just so important for you to be aware of this. It's so important for you to know this. It's so important to you kind of like to become aware of the certain informations, because the certain informations that you're going to become aware of are going to most certainly not only shape your path right now, but it's also going to shape your life forever. If you go, you really need to keep all your options open, keep your eyes open, and just like kind of go through this week and see how much of like kind of weird things you're going to become aware of, how many unusual things you're going to become aware of. Some of you are going to be like, oh God, yeah, confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. But some of you for the first time are going to start realizing certain things that you didn't realize before. This is all shaping who you are right now. It is your way of thinking is shaping your reality. Your way of thinking is shaping who you are. Your way of thinking is already it's already shaping your future decision, which are going to have three important mind-blowing directions. What you need to remember this week, you just go through this week by absorbing as much as you can of the informations that you're going to hear, because all that information is going to contribute towards something absolutely mind-blowing that you are going to become aware of. And the mind-blowing realization that you're going to become aware of, it's going to play an important mind-blowing role when it comes to the last part of this last couple of days this week, because you're going to change your mind about something, and you need to change your mind about something. It's so important. But in order to realize what this is, you just have to trust yourself, and you need to understand, yes, that there are some kind of like forces outside at the moment that are rather devilish, and it's entirely up to you whether you're going to follow the dark or you're going to follow the light. This is important, and it's only up to you. It's down to you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, no matter what. So this is something that I need you to understand. There is a lot that you're going to realize. So now, on another hand, you are pretty much so at the beginning of the week. I really like this. You're going to feel an enthusiasm. You're going to feel really good. You're going to feel feelings and emotions that you didn't feel in a long time. I'm not saying you're miserable. I'm not saying you're sad or down or anything like that, but you will see once you become aware of this particular vibration, my Lord, there is so much that you become aware of that was missing in your life, because the things that were vague, sometimes things are really vague, in our lives, and they're vague because of the lots of like a negative energy around, and now these things are not going to be vague, things that are not meant to be vague. So this is why this is so important. But the bottom line is, at the beginning of the week, you need to understand that you're gonna feel very enthusiastic. You're gonna wake up in the morning, and from the time you wake up, this is how you will know when this is going to be. As soon as you get up in the morning, you're going to feel the specific energy and vibration that it's going to be a little bit stronger than it is normally. And you will know straight away, like the way you feel. Sorry. You will know straight away the way you feel, and the way your vibration is like, ooh la la, that you're going to be able to do quite a lot in that particular day. It's going to be that specific energy. So that in itself is going to let you know about this enthusiasm. But this is not just any enthusiasm. This is your spiritual enthusiasm. And it means that you just need to get yourself going. Go with the flow. Go with the vibration. Throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities, because what is actually going to happen after that moment in time, this vibration and energy is letting you know that a very, very important path is about to come through. Something new, it's about to happen. Something new, it's about to manifest through your own enthusiasm. And this is why it's just important for you to keep going. Just go out, do something, throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities, do things that you like. Even like, for example, do things that you're enjoying. Like, this is the way you kind of increase your vibration even more. But more certainly, try to kind of make yourself like a part of quite a lot. Try to throw yourself into all sorts of opportunities if you possibly can, but see where your subconscious mind is going to take you, because you are going to be somewhere where you didn't plan to be in the first place. Something is going to happen with an element of surprise, and that in itself is going to happen through your own enthusiasm, and it's going to make you to explore, baby, the certain part of your life. And that's exactly what you're going to do, through your own exploration, you're going to become aware of the energy that you weren't aware of before, and that energy is going to manipulate your energy in the best possible way, and it's going to put you on the path where you're going to realize an absolutely mind-blowing opportunity. By that opportunity is going to be like, ooh la la, it's going to be the time of your own rebirth, because this is going to make you feel so optimistic, and that energy is going to be absolutely undeniable. And by the time you get to the last part of the week, there are other opportunities that are going to be connected to that particular that particular opportunity. It's going to be one bright prospect that you're going to be able to be aware of almost immediately. But by the time you get to the last part of the week, there are going to be other opportunities that are going to be kind of become obvious. So this is going to become like a gorgeous little spiritual tree. Gorgeous little spiritual tree. You're going to become aware of the tree of your life, the tree of your power, the tree of your energy, the tree of your very existence. It's going to be undeniable not to notice and not to give it a little bit of water. You see, very important indeed. So it's all about this opportunity, and through this opportunity you're also gonna remove yourself from the person or group of people who you don't trust anymore, and through that you're gonna somehow, through your psychic feelings, you're also gonna be aware of, like, you're gonna have a certain confirmation. Something is gonna be confirmed to you about someone who you don't trust, someone who you should be aware of a double dealing and things like that. So if someone comes through forward, you try to make you to do something, or try to tell you something that doesn't make sense, you say, bye baby. You say, just remove yourself from that situation. Don't let them know how you feel. Don't let them know what you know. Don't let them, like a devilish person, like enjoy like something, whatsoever that is, just don't let them know anything, just move on and be smart. Okay, so on another hand, you also you will see that the specific part also of your life, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it slowly kind of came to an end. It's like a pretty much, so you need to understand and you need to realize what this is. This is very important, because it's something that you were worrying about over the last 3 or 4 months, in specifically was draining your energy. So that needs to come to an end. It is very important, but it's all kind of from your realizing that this is just kind of draining your energy, not doing absolutely anything else. The sooner you realize what part of your life is, what aspect you should be paying attention to cut it out almost immediately, it's going to start the process of the healing and vibration that you also need. And the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, is just about this opportunity. Opportunity, it's very important for you to also remember to stay committed to the task at hand. This is very, very important. Work on things that mean to you the most. Work on things that mean to you so much, because the more you do this, please try to do this throughout this week. Work on things that mean to you so much, okay, that you want to kind of prolong, that you may want to make more successful. Because when you find yourself being so interested about a specific aspect of your life that you're working on, for example, you're a painter, so you're painting, and the very couple of the last 2 days this week, so I would say like 19th and the 20th of January, they're going to be like a big mamas, the last 2 days in particular, when you kind of find yourself doing things that you love. Like, for example, if you're a painter, you're painting, this is the vibration and energy that you're doing, you're increasing, and you're like, there is so much happening around you in your energy without you even realizing. So if you're like kind of carpenter, so you're changing carpets, you're enjoying this, blah, 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 for example, and then this is the specific energy. Like if you're like writing, you're writing, and it's that very specific and unique energy that you're creating. So whatever it is that you enjoy doing, try to like kind of throw yourself into this as much as you can on the 19th and the 20th of January 2022 in particular, because through that the realization is going to come to you. Very important realization, very important opportunity, very important path is just going to come to you out of the blue, and you will know this is something that you should do. You will know that this is something that you should try. You will know that this is something that you will find yourself at. It's going to be almost impossible to ignore it. My Lord Sagittarini, you need to watch this. It's important. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week. Okay, so you, my gorgeous Sagittarini, your oracle card this week is clear and activate, okay? Create sacred space. This is so, so, so important. With another words, just please, your energy is going to be so strong. Your energy is going to be very powerful. Do not waste this sacred energy. It happens every now and then. And the sacred energy that I'm talking about, it's only going to work for you the best in a very unique and powerful way, only when you do those things that you like. Because when you do those things that you like, you create very unique energy, very powerful energy that is completely undeniable. But at the same time, you create even more sacred energy around you. And the sacred energy that I'm talking about, it's most certainly going to open your intuition, and it's also going to make you seek clarification. Okay, an important clarification. So you are going to get an answer to a very, very important clarification. This is going to be not only going to be beneficial for you and your financial situation, but it's also going to be super beneficial for the people that are the most important people in your life, because you will know what to do, you know, and this is important. Okay, my gorgeous people, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace, and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.